Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
hey man, say man, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, Drip Damone Jr. kicking in the Player Circle podcast, and we don't try to fit the screen through a circle. And I know I say the last video is gonna be the last video of the year, but I think this is gonna be the last video of the year, man. We got Luce Cannon reacting to the slave master, the podcaster Adam22, speaking on the viral video that occurred up there at No Jumper. Luce Cannon had a lot to say about what Bricc Baby and Adam had to say. So we're going to look at that video and then we're going to bust down afterwards. Y'all be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe on the way out. Appreciate y'all fucking with me. Let's get to the video.
So look, we're going to get straight to the chase, right? This is a No Jumper interview. Adam discussing on what's going on. Polka Butts and Lush had something to say, right? But Adam, let's get this understood, right? Didn't Sporty Face and 4 extras come up there looking for Polka Butts? Oh. But since he was a mark, a sweetie pie, a sugar plum, a soft squeezed fountain drink, melted ice cubes, lily flowers, cottage cheese, a boiled hot dog, soft, a boiled egg, soft. Sweetie pie, you was not like that. But now let's dissect everything. We're gonna show clips where people pull up at No Jumper and it's no smoke. Because y'all not like that. Y'all just pop it on the internet.
At the world. So I don't think they trying to fuck that up. They bringing the motherfuckers that know how to move in the corporate world with them.
You know what pisses me off? The number one narrative that I keep seeing, that it's a reminder that people are retarded and that it's just shocking how dumb people are going to be no matter what the fuck we're talking about. But when I see people say, you created this environment, you want to do the gangster shit. What do? We talk about rap music. We talk to rappers, but we've very obviously gone out of our way to create an environment in which violence is clearly not allowed. And for the past couple of years that we've been here, we haven't had to deal with anything like that. So the idea that just because we will take a gang member and have a conversation with him, that means that we also necessarily want that, and that we like that now this is like somehow hypocritical that we don't want people to be coming on here and feeling the need to fight in the parking lot. Like, that really
give fans in their mind delusional things where like, dang, they really like that. No, they not. They're not. They get pressed and humiliated and all that other stuff. It's not gonna happen with me. No. Sweetie! It's not gonna ever happen with me. Y'all talking about all this tough talk and y'all be in people's politics and doing certain things and y'all be gang banging, talking about street stuff, but you don't want to deal with the street stuff. Isn't this contradicting? Isn't this like, wow, we putting this on the platform, we giving out this type of energy, but we really don't want it. Listen, it's not gonna happen. Adam, you my guy. No love lost. You get what I'm saying? But you have to call a spade a spade. You talking about a video I did in No Jumper? 4 extras said that he wanted Bricc Baby to stay. It's not like I was gonna do something to. Well, I'm lying. Sweetie pies. And y'all talking about like Why do he call grown men sweetie pies, right? Because you know how I talk to a broad? Talk to suckers like that. Because I know they harmless. They not gonna do anything. Y'all talking about like, they have to.
Adam has to explain this shows you just how shook he is. He has to clean up Whack and Luce Cannon's mess. When I'm talking about how dumb comments could be, I am talking about you. How shook do I seem? Like, there's such a bad case for me being at fault for this, or No Jumper being at fault for this, and people are so desperate for it to be a narrative about No Jumper going down that we're finally gonna have to deal with consequences. All I gotta say to that, bring it on. I'm not worried. No jewelry, no nice car, just money in the bank so I can fight lawsuits against dumb motherfuckers like you. So bring it the fuck on. That's all I gotta say. And to everybody out there who's so happy about the idea of me getting sued, I pray for you that you will one day have enough going for you that you'll even know what it is like to be sued. Because most of y'all out there, you are immune to ever having to deal with any sort of consequences in a court of law because you're a broke bitch.
See, this is the problem right here, slave master. I mean, podcaster. How you talking? You wouldn't call no man that without security, without firearm. You wouldn't just call a man or anybody that word for that matter. But this is the problem. You feel that you could do this, but that's because of those around you got you feeling like that. This is crazy. He got he gang banging now. I don't give a. He the big homie. Adam, big deuce.
So I guess that's kind of like my main thing that I want to get across. Now I'm going to ask you.
Talking like they walking. Well, they just talking. They do not walking. All these fairy tales and yeah. No, but when I put demos down, and I told y'all people like it was gonna happen eventually. With me, it always do. I'm not with the quote unquote, oh, let's talk it out and no. Grown men don't argue face to face.
Reason that they showing off for validation, and this is why, excuse me, because I just was in the IE last night. But listen, this is when you born in San Bernardino and the IE and shit, and you think that you gotta perform when you come to LA because it's LA gang members around and you trying to show that the IE is just as tough as LA, bro. You ain't got to do all that, bro. All y'all are jumping out of y'all body like y'all had No Jumper. First and foremost, everybody thinks that you have to have them here. I think that's what it is. Once they come 2 or 3 times, it's like, yeah, I know Adam. All right, what? I run a fade in Adam parking lot. That's my homeboy.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? They not thinking like this is this man's company. If I do something to somebody in any way, shape, or form involve him, nigga, they gon' never mind you and go straight after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're not thinking about all those logistics. They're just like, and at the end of the day, on his end, it's like come down to what he said earlier, like taking kindness for weakness. Like he being chill. They'll be chill with a certain situation, but at the end of the day,
because you hang around gang members that do have control of their homeboys so much to the point to where you catch a few that don't have control. Because for the most part, the gang members that come up here, they be on their business, they acting accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like they might act out on Instagram and all that shit, but when they come here, this is they shot.
When y'all gonna learn that? I'm entertaining, but I'm still with the street stuff. And we don't want to talk about money. Listen, I act like this because mentally there's something wrong with my head, but I get to the bag, I make millions. Me and Wax, we just did $5.2 million. $2.6 million each. Off of TV. This is crazy. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all people. When it's in you, it's in you. We can talk about Big Useless, but Big Useless, he gonna get down. That's for sure. He do all the crazy stuff. The police stuff, but he's gonna get down for sure. No question asked. See, we are different type of animals.
That's all I can really say about all this, because it blowing my mind that Luce Cannon days later ain't thought to himself, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be on the internet admitting to all of this, but he's still on the internet admitting to all of this. Then we got Adam22. He said, y'all a bunch of broke, so y'all will never know how I feel. He got money in the bank. He ain't worried about nothing. Ain't nothing gonna happen to the drug hub. Is drug hub still gonna be cracking on Monday? Don't matter. Hey, everybody come up here, all the gangs, you feel me? It ain't our fault. It ain't our fault, you feel me? So, yeah, man, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Is Adam22 at fault in any way? Is No Jumper at fault in any way? Or should these gang members know how to behave when they conduct themselves in public fashion? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and be back with another one when I got another one, and I'm out.
Yeah, okay. New player circle. So